Good evening, everyone. Divulge here. I was watching some YouTube earlier. Come across a guy named Free Your Mind. He has one out. Mountains are not what we were told. So if you're already awake to some of the stuff that we believe we've come across, then this will resonate with you, because his video resonated with me. Also, you got like age of disclosure, time to reveal the real giants. Roger Spurry talks about some stuff too, just some people you can check into to further your research. All right, let me get on with mine. So I guess I actually started on 101, pretty much west of Portland, and we went all the way down into California to the Redwoods, all along the coast. Okay, I'm from South Louisiana, so the Pacific Northwest is just very vast. It's beautiful, and anyway, here we go. Okay, so trees over here are huge, and they're still small. So check this out. Okay, this is Paul Bunyan. This story, this is where he originates from. This is where his story comes from. The legend and so on and so forth of Paul Bunyan and Babe. And this is California Redwoods. This is his actual size, from folklore, so on and so forth. All right, so obviously he wouldn't be cutting down trees that big behind him. And I don't make a lot of videos. I do this off my phone, so bear with me. All right, I went and stood next to his axe just for, I'm gonna start erasing these as we go, so I don't go back over them. All right, so this is Babe, obviously. So see the trees behind him, they wasn't messing with stuff like that. They was more, okay, see, here's what I've done. This is in the Redwoods, just to give you a little idea. Okay, that's over 8 foot tall just at the stump where my hand's at. Okay, and then you see right here, this is it's been burnt plenty of times. And the thing about these trees is they're different than a lot of the trees we have now, like your Douglas firs, your birch, all your pines. They have sap. They call it pitch here. But these, the redwoods, they was like, don't have sap. I want to call them like more of a silicon or silica base. So they was actually fire resistant. And I'll give you another idea of how big it was. Yeah. Old tree hugger. And it's actually still alive. That's the good news. See how it's growing out over here on the side? This a couple 100 foot in the air almost. It's still alive and doing good. All right. This right here is called table something. I don't know. But this is right here by Face Rock, Oregon. It's like Branton or Brandon, but Face Rock. Now see, that's another one. Check this out. Over at Face Rock, look it up, the legend, the history. It's about the Native Indian tribes and so on and so forth. But anyway, long story short, they don't tell you in the story that they're giants, but for her face to be out there, so on and so forth, so that's 2 stories not far from each other. This is all about 3-hour drive. So This is another angle of it. I think it was a tree, and I think this is a stump. I think we should call it Stump Mountain. But it's table something if you look it up on Google Map. Here's the top of it. See how it's flat? Look at that. I mean, it's just not any roads like that, man. That's just not natural. All right. Okay, this is a up top. Here's where it's starting to get good. Okay, now remember Babe? Now, remember this right here. I think that, I'm gonna not even say it yet. I think that's an elephant. I think it's an elephant frozen. I think that they was using elephants to help them with their logs. It looks petrified. Be your own judge. I'm not trying to persuade you. See the people there too? For perspective, to get an idea how big this stuff is. It's huge. There's another one. Same one. There's actually two more elephants I'm about to show y'all right here. Again, here's a little kid for perspective. Alright. You'll get a better idea. Okay, see? I think this was another elephant. I think this is his tusk. I think this is part of his trunk, maybe. See how it folds? I don't know, it's carved in right here. It possibly was his eye. I mean, see how it's natural? It's rounded right there. I really think... Hold on, though. This is... Oh, it's about to get a lot better. Watch this other one. Okay, see, this is a different view. Let me blow it up. All right. Okay, see, this is the other one. All of these, like, it's like 100 foot to the left is the other one. Okay, now look. His head, an eye, his bridge, right there, another eye. Okay, now look, his trunk. I think that was an elephant. I really do. What do you think? And when I get to the other pictures, there's a different view from further back. I'm totally new to all of this. I'm sure there's an easier, better way to upload all of this stuff, but I haven't figured it out yet. Alright, now look, this right here is like an hour north, okay? I actually turned around to come and check this out. I think, again, because I see them all along the coast. Look, there's two of them right there. You can see it. And not just that too, but it's a little hard to tell. But this is rounded. I think a lot of this stuff is actually like tree limbs. Because if those tree stumps are that big and they was cutting stuff, then the limbs were huge. So there's that. Alright, let's check this out. Yeah, I was trying to hold it, but it didn't come out right. I'm just... Alright, this right here, I thought it was a remnants of a tree. I mean, these trees right here are like 150 feet tall, so it just gives you an idea of what's left of this. You see how it's rounded? See, like it just snapped right off of there. I've seen them do that in like hurricanes and stuff like that. They just snap right off. So there's that. Another picture of it, another angle. I don't know why it's doing that now. Okay, so this is back at I just want to show you the elephant. This is back at Face Rock by Oregon, and look, this thing, this is all solid. This is all hard as a rock right here. This is sand, of course. The water comes way up here. To me, this thing fell from very high. And this is like your foot. You just stepped in mud and it comes up around your feet. Okay? That's what I think happened here. And I'm going to show you something else here in a minute with this. Here's me in front of it for perspective. Let me just go to this one. Alright. Now this, see right here? See how it's rounded? See how it's pushed down? Now look right here. Check it out now. Pay attention. You see this? I think this was bark. I think this was the tree from the limb. Okay? Same thing right here. I think I'm getting a little closer. Alright, now, okay, what this is up on top of the mountain. I am probably about 100 foot above this. Now, I don't even, okay, look, this is where I said I think it's an elephant. Here's where that other elephant is. The first elephant I showed y'all is over there on the left. So this is what all of this is. The stuff on the beach prior to that. Okay. This is the other side of that. There's people down here. Again, for perspective to see how big everything actually is. I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of this off of here so I don't get. Alright. It's just another angle. See how it looks like it fell and it was all pushed up around it? Alright, so then right here is, again, this is see how flat that is? See the people right here? They were cutting stuff down. Maybe all this could be like, you know, sawdust. There's sawdust. It's just a theory. You don't have to agree with it. I'm just trying to make sense out of it myself, okay? Because I think we all agree on one thing. Our history we're lied to about it. Okay, now, okay, this, I got a couple theories about this. I've cut trees down and I've had them snap and this has happened, or I've trimmed limbs and if you don't undercut it, it'll break sometimes and rip and leave this right here. So maybe this was a limb, maybe it was a tree. But one thing you can't do is tell me it never wasn't. So there's that. If you don't get anything out of that, just admire the pretty sunset. Just a different angle. This one here. 1, 2, probably 3. I'm thinking like 3 stumps. And that's it. That's what I wanted to show y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Come to your own conclusions. Do your own research. I'm not trying to make you believe what I believe or what I see. I'm just showing you a different time, a different way to look at things. All right, thanks.